My name is Donal O'Keeffe and I've been Columban working in Korea since 1976. For the last 3 years I've been here in the formation house with our students. And when I arrived here 3 years ago almost, coming down here to our chapel, I suppose I was really struck by the door. It was just a steel door, like a door going into a storehouse or a storeroom. And inquiring, I discovered that there had been a beautiful wooden door, designed for a chapel, but fire regulations dictated that we had to remove it. That's before I came, and put in a steel fire-safe door. So looking at that over a period of time and talking with Jude, my companion here in the community, we said we had to change it, and the idea came up that we would ask Jason for ideas and to maybe do a work of art on it. So that's basically the background, and Jason came up with the concept of the two great apostles, Peter and Paul, meeting and embracing. I think it goes back, depicts their last meeting before their execution as martyrs. And I think it's a very, very appropriate work of art, to be on the door going into our sacred space. But first of all, it's very biblical. It's also very missionary. And missionary in the sense that here you have two great apostles. One was a Jewish fisherman, and the other one was a Roman citizen, a scholar. They were very, very different. They also had a different approach to evangelization, and as we know, historically, they clashed. So I think it symbolizes for us, that today, especially for mission, we can have different approaches and different worldviews, and at the same time, we can work together, for the gospel. There's also the Columban connection with Peter and Paul. The society was officially established, recognized by Rome on June the 29th, 1918, which is the feast of Peter and Paul. And then again, over the years, many of our members were ordained on the feast of Peter and Paul. Again, the great missionary elders of our church. Looking at the painting itself, I think one thing that has struck everyone who has seen it is, the rich colours. And I think that kind of symbolises or brings out the zeal or the enthusiasm, the life of the two men, for evangelization. They're not, so to speak, faint characters, or wishy-washy, so to speak. They were men of conviction and zeal, and I think the strong colours really capture it. And then for our students, of course, they see it every day. Of course, maybe in some cases familiarity does bring contentment and forget what you see. But our visitors in particular notice that. Then in the whole thing of art, information or for missionaries or in the life of the church, I think art kind of brings us beyond the surface, and actually gets us to try and look beyond and see what was the artist getting at her. What does it, what does it rise in our own consciousness? And I think that actually points to the sacred, because everything, I think, in God's creation is sacred. We need things to actually push us in that direction, to appreciate it. So I think having a painting like this, or a mural like this, going into our sacred space in the church is very, very appropriate. And I think it does, inspire, everyone who comes into this space. I think it also maybe our students here go preparing to be missionaries, I think it's put new possibilities in front of them also in terms of how to be a missionary in today's world. I think, for example, art is a way we can actually dialogue with the wider world. And I'm not just talking about sacred art, but all art, as I said, points to something deeper and beyond itself, you know. And I think that's where, you know, theology and life and mission in the world can meet. So it provides a kind of a forum for, or an opening for dialogue, you know. I think that's another new possibility, like having a mural like this in our church, which the students see every day, and then of course they see the work of Jason. So I think it opens up new possibilities for them. And I suppose all in all, I'm very, very happy the way things have turned out, you know.